Oh, you been rolling?
Oh, yeah?
Alright, y'all, so we on our first episode of... What the fuck is that?
Hey, all you guys out of the city?
Yeah, they got a Watts.
Oh, yeah? I used to work in Watts. Fucking, there was a probation school years ago right there. With all the little grape streets.
That's where they from. Where he from?
Oh, no shit? You know...
I the one in the pen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to the pen from me.
Damn.
I didn't send him to the pen.
What? Hold on.
He was at my school.
Alright, y'all, we rocking out. This is our first episode of Stay Dangerous. I'm Boogaloo, the host with the most. Got my dog, Kelbo.
You know, Boski, you know.
And we up in this motherfucker with 03 Greedo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So look, we gonna start from the very beginning. We gonna get in your business today, man. We gonna learn the in and outs of 03 Greedo. I wanna start from the jump, man. I wanna know how was like your childhood? Where did you grow up at?
I grew up like in the 40s and in Gardena. Like both my grandmothers was in the 40s in LA. For people that don't know what that is, but South Central and then in Gardena. I think at first we had stayed in the Raymond. And they still got that house in the family, like my cousin live there now. But first we had lived in the Raymonds. Then we moved to Gardena. So I started in the Raymonds in the 40s. We moved to Gardena.
Over there by like where the shotgun area?
Yeah, by the shotgun area. Like between El Segundo and Rosecrans, like that little area.
I know that's up.
And then, you know,
they
later
got
on,
apartment buildings and shit over there.
Later on in life, I was in, you know, the Gray Street area. I was in y'all area. I was over there on Rosecrans. And I was in the apartments with this nigga Bud. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this nigga.
For the people that don't know, we go way back, man.
Hell yeah.
Way back been fucking with this.
Even the mixtapes I had where I was like rapping about Gardena, I was really actually staying in y'all apartments. We recorded like Bipolars. And the trap in the Nellis, it don't matter whose trap it was, but it was a trap somewhere there. And it was jumping for sure. And every time people came and got their shit, they be like, man, what song is that? And I'm walking out the little ass closet, we done made it to a booth.
That motherfucker used to be hot than a bitch.
Hell yeah. Everybody used to come in there though. That shit was crazy. But
I can honestly say though, way back then, I seen the Star Power though. Yeah, I always tell people that people that kind of like ask questions about like how was he, you know, over there in the apartments and the Shine Time days and all that. Bro, I just seen this nigga make beats. You know what I mean? I seen nigga,
crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? Produce their own music, making hooks just like that. Like just how like your work ethic is now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this shit a long time ago, man.
So with tapping in what he said, like just on the producer side and shit, like how do you feel me even get into that, like feeling, you know what I mean?
Oh, you know, like I ain't never, my voice been kind of like weird, but I think just after recording for so long, I learned how to like manipulate my voice so much people got used to it, you feel me? But didn't nobody want to sell me no beats back in the day. Like niggas like, how old is this nigga, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I started making my own shit, but I went to jail, I got out, and then shit was kind of like all bad for me, so I ended up going to my partner's little apartment when I got out, and it was like by the airport. Yeah, so I'm saying,
yeah, that's Inglewood.
Yeah, so a nigga was
West
over there
Chester,
when I did like part of my first tape, but I was making all the beats. I had really been making beats since like 2003, but like this is when I really started making beats and making songs to them and shit. And that was like 08. That was like 08. And that's when the nigga just started, like everybody think that I was making hella songs because of my situation. Yeah, it was, but like this nigga been on me, like that's just what I do. Even though I was still like, people like, not to get it confused, like I was still very much in the streets because I didn't have no option. So I was always in jail like a motherfucker too. Like I was always catching gun cases, I was always catching burglaries, and I was always moving around, going out of town too, going to St. Louis, Kansas, Sacramento. Not even like always on some trap shit. Like my shit was more like Like, I'm a real California nigga. We be broke as a bitch out here. We don't understand the hustle at first because we spoiled with the weed and shit.
Yeah.
Until you get to, like, Kentucky or Missouri or something. And people like, man, ain't nothing out here. It's dry, bro. We need some.
Yeah,
You see what they smoking. They say, like, our skin color. You're like, what is that? That ain't weed.
Dirt.
And that's when you start realizing, like, damn, that shit we wasting. Damn, we can double up or triple up our money. I remember at one point I was hustling in North Carolina and getting more than double what I paid for the pounds of weed. But that's another story, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's that capitalization.
you know what I'm saying? But allegedly. Yeah. But yeah, just my childhood really came, like, my creativity, like, even I was with my DJ yesterday. He was like, "Why like a nigga ain't on DSPs, which is like Spotify and shit like that."
Yeah.
So DJ Atron was like, "Why it's not on there?" And I was like, "Well, Mustard produced the original song." He like, "What original song?" So that song is from Casey Hill, "Like a Woman." It's a white girl.
Okay.
And she got a video and she playing with herself in the back of the bus.
Okay.
So I used to be showing my partners that shit. Like at the time, I think that was like 2017. And this a song wouldn't nobody really be listening to. It's like a pop song. It ain't got no drums in there or nothing. So it's almost like the same little hook. So he thought that I just had a little voice in the beat or whatever. He didn't even know I made the beat. But my point is, like, I listened to all type of shit because my mama was trying to, like, my daddy died when I was 1, so she took the money from that and was trying to get us into, like, schools where we could get a scholarship.
Got you.
She like, shit, whatever it is, I gotta make something shake for these niggas to be,
For these kids, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But I've been around all type of people, like white people, Mexican people, Armenian people, Koreans, Japanese, all that growing up. Like, even though I like leave school and still be back in the hood or be at my granny's and be around some niggas, you know what I'm saying, passing me a Glock, you know what I'm saying? So
Straight up.
that's why my music is like well-rounded and shit, because a nigga be sampling, like, you know, shit that niggas don't be listening to, or just the melodies I use, all that shit is so that I can appeal to a larger crowd. Like, I can still, like, make music that Boogaloo be like, yeah, that's the Greedy I know, you feel me? Everybody know me as Greedy, so he'll be like, that's the Greedy I know, but at the same time, that same song can have a kid way from Eagle Rock, like, yeah, man, you sampled Paramore, you sampled My Chemical Romance.
Introducing them to
especially, you know, within our area, like you saying, they ain't even up on that type of shit. And you sampling shit that's way above their head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you make your way towards, like, the grapes? When did that come into your life?
My mama has sent me to this private school, Verbal Day. And this shit happens to be right in the nigga St. Gardens. And they definitely wasn't friendly. You feel me? So it just created a little a vengeance. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was little as fuck in 9th grade. I was like 5'3", you feel me? So oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So trying to pick on the small niggas.
Yeah, it developed a little hate. It gave me a hell of a squabble though. Just fight niggas and pop me, but I just made my way to go hanging with niggas around there, and you feel me?
I remember that way before, like, you got the tats on your face and shit. You used to tell me, like, yeah, niggas don't even bang on me no more.
Yeah. No, you know, when I got my shit, that shit wasn't normal. Face tats, like, what the fuck?
You one of the first people that I ever seen with that. First people that I ever seen as far as, like, young niggas. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So...
me and Baby Bomb?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, little Baby Bomb.
So were you close with kind of like with Mafia Ray?
Huh? Yeah.
Were you close with him? What was your relationship with him?
Mafia Ray, he just was like a real street nigga, like certified, you feel me? Top notch street nigga, but at the same time he had a big heart, so he was always putting his arm around somebody, like whether it was a young nigga from the hood or somebody that he met outside the hood that he really wanted around and shit like that. And he was good for the grilling, like when I be out of pocket or when I used to be real high and shit, doing weird shit. He called me to the house, cuss me out, grill me. You know what I'm saying?
They can appreciate them type of motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then just certain situations, the way I would respond to certain shit that went on in my area. Sometimes when shit be nonsense, I just, all right, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it, you feel me? Like, if it's that, when I see you, let's do it, or when you see me, let's do it, or it's not even... I don't want to be, just because you mad, I'm not trying to be mad. But I remember he called me and he sat me down, like, you know, I feel you, but you got to do your community service. You got to be around. You can't. Everybody loved you around here. You feel me? You came out of nowhere and became like, you know, somebody that everybody.
Yeah.
You can't be another statistic.
Yeah.
You gotta be our way out this motherfucker.
Right, right. So I remember I spoke on like that conversation at the end of the song Mafia, and I made that song for him when he was still alive because he was one of the first homies.
Oh, he was able to hear that motherfucker?
Yeah, Mafia, not Mafia Business, but Mafia. I made that when he was alive, and I was just talking about how he sat me down and was basically having that conversation with me when there was a lot going on. And I was really trying to tell him, like, nigga, I ain't hiding from shit or nobody, nigga. I'm fighting the motherfucking life sentence right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm ducked off for my freedom. You feel me? Nigga, the hood is full of cameras. But at that point, I learned, like, it's still two ways. You got to always look at everything. And, you know, I'm still, like, a big support for these people. So I always try to make sure I deal with my people's, you know, somehow my way though. Instead of just putting myself in danger, I'm gonna keep some homies around on my journey. Even when I'm doing shit like this, I got people's with me. Or when I'm
showing them a different way out. Basically.
Like we even working on the Drummer Gang album, and I got a gang of young talent out my hood, and I'm building like hits around them, or they might even build some hits around my shit because it's really some talent over there, and just show what's going on. So you gotta stay in tune. So Mafia Ray is like kind of why I do a lot of shit the way I do it. Even like before I went to jail, they didn't have a button where you can repost on Instagram. You feel me? Well, you know, that wasn't an option. So I was using like Repost Wiz and all that shit.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm using the apps to repost people singing my shit. But the reason that I do that is because Mafia Ray used to do that shit as like just showing love to people. And it'll be a Blood, a Crip, a Paru, whoever, a female or one of his partners, and he'll post them up like, yeah, you doing your stuff, and just, you know what I'm saying?
That love, though. Yeah,
give them their flowers for whatever they doing. They stay fly, they take care of their kids, whatever. And he didn't care that was, it was like, even though he's so popular in the streets, he was somewhat like,
he didn't mind posting his people.
yeah, he was letting them use his platform. So I did that just on a musical way. And, shit, that's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? Mafia Ray was like somebody that was huge to me just on a personal level, and then to my hood, he's just big to everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Do you see a big difference in your area? So like, let me make an example. In my area, when Nut died, right? You know, we love Nut, you know what I mean? So when he passed away, we seen like a big difference. It shit ain't the same no more. So do you think the same thing when he passed?
Definitely. It's like that big, you lose some of the heart of the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like just you know what I'm saying? That feel good feeling.
You can't get back.
Yeah, it ain't the same, you know what I'm saying?
That energy you can't just, you know, it can't be replaced sometimes.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, I see, and just knowing both of them, knowing Nut and knowing Mafia Ray, it's the same. It's just like, I don't know. You knocked the air out of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think that song was the song that motherfuckers was like, yeah, we tuned into this nigga. And it's up now.
Yeah, it was crazy. And
what song do you think did that for you?
Well, I think that one is what got me signed or got everybody really paying attention to anything else I had, is because, just honestly, he was so popping in so many different areas that everybody wanted to play it because it was something that was in memory of him. And
Bloods, everybody.
Right.
You could tell that was like a heartfelt song.
Yeah, and I used all of his lingo. Like, you know I made all of his lingo as the lyrics. Every lyric is like his lingo, but I did it a way where it all rhymed and all fit into the song. But every lyric is like shit that he used to say and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was genius.
I dropped that bitch on my birthday, July 26th. He had died July 16th, and I dropped it on my birthday, July 26th. And it was doing a little something, people was posting it. And that gave him enough time to learn it. And then my partner had died in December, Lil Money, the other boost that really made me keep going crazy. And I was in Atlanta. I had just got shot. I was on crutches. But I needed to run it up. It was going to be Christmas. So I just ran it up, and I find out Lil Money dies. And I came back.
You was close as well to him.
Yeah, I used to live with Lil Money on 110. I used to sleep on his floor and shit. When I came back out here from Atlanta, I shot the video because they had Ray Day, his birthday in December, so they had a party for him. And I was like, I'm going to capture how much my hood, like, go crazy when the shit come on. I feel how everybody is fucking with it on the gram and shit.
Oh,
but let me show you.
Capture.
Yeah, let me show you us. You know what I'm saying? How
yeah.
we be. And I brought my little cousin to come film the video, and then I did another daytime shoot where I brought all of his kids to the projects, and we shot some scenes right there,
I seen that.
just so they can get like a time capsule. Like, damn, I remember when this happened. It was so sad. But remember, I remember this nigga brought us out, and I'm still close with his kids and even his stepkids right now. But yeah, that's when people was able to see like the human side of my hood, like. Everybody know, like, growing up around here, niggas be like, oh, yeah, drop me off. Where you live at? Jordan. Oh, hell no. I ain't gonna drop you off.
Movies and all that shit.
You what? Yeah, no, man. You're menace to society ass. Hell no. Niggas say watch, period. I remember when Uber had first really got cracking out here, and a nigga trying to get dropped off, and we get off that freeway, and they like, oh, no, this way? No, we not there. No, we're going, hey, no, it's LA, man. It ain't Washington. Come on, man. It's LA. I'm trying to hurry up and get dropped off. We get to the projects.
From the jump, I thought Uber was a bad idea because of dropping motherfuckers off in different hills, and then, you feel what I'm saying? So just imagine if you see your enemy and then a white nigga driving him or some shit. He don't know how to get you up out of that situation. No way. You damn near stuck in the situation.
He don't even know the blocks. He like, he on the ground. We got one ways in the hood. He really gonna be lost.
Yeah, I was surprised that Uber really blew up the way that it did. And at first, I think all them motherfuckers was like making plays out that motherfucker, but they kind of like cracked down on that shit.
Yeah.
They got it to where now a nigga, you can ask to drive with a motherfucker who carry a strap. Now on that motherfucker.
Damn.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because people was getting robbed and shit. So now it's supposed to be like a little button on there. You can push it there. Your Uber driver got a strap now. That's what sounds crazy, don't it?
Yeah, that's some high tech shit.
That's the world that we coming to.
Okay.
So look, another thing with your music, you know, like, was it planned to make music that the bitches love too? Because in the projects, it seemed like when you was first, especially still now, but when you was first blowing up, all the females, you couldn't even find a car that wasn't bumping 03 Greedo. So was that kind of like planned to make the music that the females love and fuck with and all that shit?
Yeah,
of course the niggas go love it.
Yeah, no, you know.
Females love it.
Or it's more of a vibe.
That was a factor in making the music spread.
No, you know, naturally, I already like kind of like, I'm like a nigga who always had like hella. I'm always a nigga that had a lot of bitches. You feel me? So I naturally got that charisma that attract them females. So when I'm putting like my full life into my music, and like I make music like that talk about real situations. Even when I get on the street shit, that's an art because you have to be smart enough to be careful and not incriminate yourself or the people that you're talking shit to. If it's that type of song or whatever it is, or just giving up. You know that you fucking this rapper's bitch or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strategic on how you do that shit. But I always knew as far as shows go, I had a couple shows before I had like a big show. And I'm like, shit, don't nobody want to hear no nigga up there spitting. Don't nobody want anybody nigga came in here to party. So a nigga, like shit, I'm making music that make these girls shake that ass.
Facts.
And then these niggas gonna be behind them trying to see that ass shake. Them niggas don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure I still say hood shit that a nigga can relate to in my shit. Correct. So that them niggas can still like, I make any nigga throw his hood up. You feel me? Like the type of shit I say. It's like, how nigga, what he say? Hello. You feel me? And it'll be some shit that a nigga going through at that time. You feel me? No matter what scale, if it's, even now that I got money, the way that I talk about it, I try to still keep it kind of general for the most part for the niggas that might be getting money on a street level. You feel me? Exactly. And it might be like, I remember even like, not really like, because I kind of like Southern music, but I remember when Young Scooter first came out, that Jug, Finesse, I'm gone with the fact. Ain't no need calling for your money, but everybody be in the car like, counting their little dollars up, feeling it, fake finna crash. So I always wanted to have that, and it was a few moments like, well, I'll get to that in a second, but I know another song that was big for me was Sweet Lady. And that's actually like my biggest like universal song besides Substance.
Play that motherfucker.
And it came from like a conversation I had with one of my homegirls, Mookie. and she was like, one thing, you gotta deal with the homegirls. So you voted out in this hood, like. The homegirls is strong in them projects. You feel me? Like you got, if you ain't in that, like that's where all the, that's where all the talk begins.
You was shouting them all out.
Yeah, so I'm literally shouting out all the homegirls that actually rock with me, but mentioning instances that relate to like my relationship with them. You feel me?
Gotcha.
I seen certain homegirls go to court for niggas or certain homegirls. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when the hood first heard it, like all the homegirls love it. Some of the homies, like the males, they like. Man, why you make a song about all them bucket assholes? Hey, don't put my sister in the song. Why you put my bitch in your song at first?
So what, nigga?
But after a while,
Like,
when that bitch took off, it was like, damn, nigga, like this nigga keeping it specific about us. Like I remember one of the older homies that he like old, like way older than us, and he like, your shit is like too on point about what we doing. It's specific. Like that's why we love it. It's like. You talking about the streets, you talking about the certain homies and homegirls, you feel me? And you ain't talking about it where you shitting on the hood. You talking about what's live about the hood and what's fun about this shit.
Yeah, you talking about the project life.
No,
what
for real.
motherfuckers, the outside world don't see.
Yeah.
Ain't able to just, you know what I mean, go up in there and know what's going on a 24/7 basis.
And another situation that kind of made me like, cause my hood was like my radio station. It's still like hundreds of unreleased songs that they just play in my hood like that. We don't got like. There's certain songs that's a hood classic that's not out, like Aggressively Flexing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge song in my hood. It's not out. We got a remix with Uzi and everything. It ain't out. It ain't even out. Okay.
Wow.
Like that's how we do it. Like it's like I always treated that shit like my radio station, and it was like a time where I got out of prison, and Rich Gang Tour Part 1 came out. The Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went on tour with I went on the first day to him and Travis Scott's tour. But
You went on tour with who?
Young Thug and Travis Scott.
Okay.
And they was playing that Rich Gang, and I'm like, this shit got the hood going. I'm talking about every night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Poppin'.
Because this was like a new kind of music anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody that know, like, from when I was recording in apartments, I've been rapping, singing, and making beats. But this was more like, I don't know, like an advanced version.
Like lifestyle? The song
Yeah, Lifestyle, the whole tape.
The
Nigga,
whole
we was on
tape, yeah.
that, what are you doing in this place?
Mhm.
Baby girl, what you doing right here? Baby girl, what you doing right here? And that bitch was going nuts. Hey, the whole everything on there was just going nuts.
Yeah.
And I was just seeing how the melody, like, it's like A B C D E F G, like every kid remember that shit, but nobody be realizing it's the same song as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. A B C D Twinkle.
That's a valid point right there too. Because somebody told me if a kid can't recite your hook, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah, because melody stay in the brain.
Exactly.
So that's why I went melody wave, and then I went to Atlanta and seen how the melody was like going crazy. Melody and like just like good ass delivery too. So my shit is a mix of that, like just being around Bankroll Fresh. Bankroll
as well.
Yeah.
Do you like the music scene a little better? They music scene
Yeah,
is kind of like
music
they
world out
kind
there.
of like look out for each other more than kind of
No.
They
See,
don't-
living in Atlanta too and out here, you know the inside, and it be some beats just like it be out here. It just don't be hitting us because we
not from out
a lot of us only know like the main niggas in Atlanta that's going on.
Yeah.
But it be so much going on. Them niggas be beefing just like Atlanta, just as bad as Cali on some murder shit. So I feel like just living in both, like living in Atlanta and Cali, like it's the same shit. It's the same shit, except the west side is like the east side out there. The west side of Atlanta is nigga over there, like, cause where the Grape Street's at out there, that's on Simpson Road, and that's right by the bluff. So you driving, you see the fucking Georgia Dome over there, like down the way, but you seeing like Heron zombies right there. You seeing all type of shit.
They got a hood out there as well too.
Yeah, I know.
Hoods out there, like, hey, we fuck with them tough.
Yeah.
They be coming out here.
Rest in peace, my nigga Speedy from Atlanta Grape. That was one of my everyday niggas when I used to be out there. But
G-We got shot out there in the head, man.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? And he couldn't even come home on the airplane because you know, once you get like a wound in your head, you can't get in the sky. So,
Yeah.
you know, the feds came and picked him up out there, man. But he probably got like 5 years left.
Yeah, free my
Free
nigga
G
Weed.
Weed.
Yeah, that's my guy, yo, great.
Man, nigga love that nigga. Nigga
Yeah.
miss that nigga like a motherfucker. So when you was on tour with Thug, were you
No,
Thug, you was able to go see the city spread?
no, we did one tour and then
Well, so I mean like
there
one
was
show.
a couple incidents ended that.
When it went bad.
I helped. I'm not really no nigga that be like super barking on the homies, but just through my relationships with the homies, I helped us kind of start having some shows without the violence or people getting jacked. So
Because
just
they a
read-
blackball, yo.
Yeah, so-
in the industry.
Exactly, but you know, just read between the lines, you'll catch the drift of what happened at the tour. But anyways,
I caught it.
but anyways, just in general, just like a sit down and just word spreading through my peoples. That's, you know, the drummer gang and shit from the hood. It's like, man, why we gonna stop the money? Like, this should create an opportunity for us.
Right.
And I actually started, since I ever started, like, having my own shows, all them shows, I ain't never had no incident at my shows. You know what I'm saying?
So look, were you selling out shows before you got signed, or what?
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, all my shit was sold out. All that shit back then everything was sold out. I ain't never. Once I started headline, I never had a show that wasn't sold out.
Okay.
And then you linked up with Pookie F and Rude. So how did you link up with him?
I've been knowing that nigga. He used to be with the homie Trill. Trill started out when YG and them clique was just pushers. Remember the pushers and the HY movement and all that back then?
Pushers was big back
Yeah,
then.
Trill been around. So Trill actually introduced me to Pookie. And Pookie just, he was a good promoter and hype man and shit. I mean, he probably still is to this day. I think he live in Vegas or something now, but
Yeah, Pookie be having the shows bragging.
So you was doing majority of your shit independent? Like just basically just
I don't even really know.
booking the venue?
Yeah, I don't even know. No, I don't know. I think they was hitting. I don't even really know because I have different management than I do now. But
Okay.
I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, I only had a deal for 6 months before I turned myself in. So as far as business, just show me when I'm getting paid. I didn't have time to.
To go through the real.
Yeah.
Got you.
So how was that? You at the height of your career and damn, nigga gotta fucking sit the fuck down. Like, I know that was feeling fucked up.
Well, that shit was devastating. That was like the first time I got my heart broke by a bitch. Like, I was sick. Like, the first time I got my heart broke, I was in the bed. I didn't want to get up to shit and piss. I didn't want to eat. I was sick. I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? Oh my
And the nigga
God.
gotta sit in the motherfucking small ass cell and all this.
In another state that you've never been, it's not as advanced as California's prisons, though. It's like, what? I was afraid I didn't know my songs no more just a couple of days ago. Luckily, I popped out for the Blue Bucks last night, and it's automatic. It's just, you can't forget that shit. It's like I said, the melody just stay in my brain.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to think, I can't remember it, but you put that music on, let me get a couple shots or something.
It's
going on.
So how was the politics different? Was the politics different from LA County?
Ain't no politics.
Ain't no politics in there?
Not really. I mean, they got shit going on. They got games, but that shit is so behind. They don't know to. It ain't.
It ain't like
It
They ain't moving like how we
you know,
moving out
like
here.
say like you know up in LA, you can't even walk through a bench or something. You got
Yeah, they don't have shit like that. They don't have.
phone. They got
Yeah, they
that
don't got
phone
shit
type
like that. It's not segregated
like that.
racially.
Everybody just together.
It's different. And then like you got Hoovers and 6-0s shaking hands and giving a C
Oh, they
shake.
cool.
For most of the cities, some cities still. Man, that shit is like it's not. I don't want to say it. I don't want to answer in a way where it's like I'm shitting on that shit because there's still people dying by
Cause
that
it's,
shit.
it's they culture.
But
It's just a little.
it's just all out of whack. You know what I'm saying? It's some cities where they like, nigga, no, we don't fuck with no, and they'll be dissing them or whatever. But a lot of people out there don't even know how to diss their enemy hood. They don't even know what dissing is.
They never been to
And then
motherland.
how I tell them for the foremost is like, man, how y'all gonna just be beefing with something that y'all don't even know what really, you know what I mean, what really goes on.
Right.
Like how you saying, like, okay, they could be from Hoover from Texas and 6-0 from Texas, but
Yeah.
they ain't got nothing going on with what's going on in Cali.
Right.
So at the
Just
end
like
of the
they
day-
had some shit out there called 5'9" bounty hunters,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, 5'9"? I'm like, how y'all get down? How? So I met a nigga from that shit, and he was like, "No, the bounty hunters came to our hood in Houston, but our street is 59th, or that's their real block. They shit
Okay.
so they just basically came
Came
together.
Yeah, they was already 59th
And like we
Street.
still our own shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we a branch of the bounty hunter. I'm like, oh, okay, now you feel me? But they don't have a clue that they don't get along with Great Street, so they not just on some. They not on that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, like certain cities, they be tapped in, like, cause you know I deal with like New York grapes, New Jersey grapes, Atlanta grapes, and I don't know. It's just different. It's still different everywhere though.
Yeah.
Cause in Atlanta they was throwing up some shit that they wasn't supposed to be throwing up. I'm like, bro, it's different everywhere. You feel me? It's different everywhere.
Yeah, it's different. Just like for instance, Lucci. I think out there they from Fountains, right?
Yeah.
But when he came out here, he was with the 60s. You feel what I'm saying? Hanging with them. But, you know, it's a difference out there, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they didn't, you know.
Cause he probably knows some 60s out there, cause 60s is like huge in Atlanta.
Yeah.
60s is like the biggest shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like 2 different sets of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be more than 2 now.
Right.
But it's a gang of them, point blank. You feel me?
Are they Mexicans out there like that?
In Atlanta?
Nah, in Texas when he was in jail.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. Texas and California, we Mexico.
Was it no racial tension though? It was just.
Oh yeah, the Mexicans out there act black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Mexicans out there act and talk black, like more naturally than you would think. Texas kind of like hood. It's country as hell, but a lot of the Mexicans, they sound like black niggas and shit.
Yeah, like my people was telling me they so much more like they more cartelling going on. Like they not really Southside.
They got a different. Yeah, they don't got North Days and
all
Sereno.
that, Yeah.
And they shit.
They about their money.
It's
cartel.
They got some beefing and shit going on too, but it ain't really like Mexican versus black. And they got a different relationship with Mexico as far as the streets go. Going through their way and us going through TJ, they got a different.
Different route.
Yeah, it's different.
Exactly.
Have you gotten into any issues out there when you was in jail?
Oh yeah. You gotta whoop some niggas sometimes. That's why
Wobbles some shit.
you gotta gain a little weight. Now, you remember how bony I was? Them niggas out there big in the bit.
Yeah, them was country
Nigga
fans.
force feed this hell. Hell no, you niggas ain't finna be choke slamming me. This nigga 6'8", 18 years old, 270 with no body fat. You like, man, what the fuck? Man, hell no. Yo, what's up, boss? Nigga, hey, hold on, man. You coming in this cell? Hold on, let me clean up. God damn.
Did they have like heavy accents out there, like that country type
Nah,
shit? No,
it's more accents like in Atlanta and like Louisiana and Texas. They sound regular to me. Like,
right.
it's certain little towns where they be sounding country and shit, but Houston and Dallas and Fort Worth, them like the main cities that's more similar to us.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Texas don't really have an accent to me. Like, you be in Atlanta and sometimes you be like, bro, what the fuck? Are you like? What are you saying, bro? I don't know what you're saying.
Understand half the shit some of them niggas be saying. But I fuck with the A. I like the A. I like how they fuck with each other out there. But you just like you said though, it'd be like little. I just don't like. I don't know where to go out there. Like, sorry, like say if I'm out here, I know what gas stations to go and what not to. Out there, I don't know what gas station to go to and what not to. What area to go. You feel what I'm saying?
That was always my reason for linking up with Grape Streets that was there, because a nigga got grapes on his face.
Exactly. That's
so I can go to the wrong gas station that's for they enemies and get popped. Nigga, let me make sure I'm not going.
Yeah, to the
I'm just in here with my hair braided like, let me get a you're dead. What are you doing?
That's why I check in with the homies out there. So look, what made you cut the dreads off?
Texas, TDC made me cut.
Oh, they made you cut your
shit? What? Nigga, shit.
Every motherfucker.
I really don't like my hair no longer than right here though, so I would have probably cut my shit and grew it back anyway. But yeah, they make you cut it. They cut it ski ball.
Damn, ski ball.
Wow.
And I'm thinking I'm a bug. This is what's wrong with the world, especially California. We need to stop this. Ain't nobody gonna do that to me. Why not, nigga? Everybody talking about, they gonna make you cut your hair. Nigga, they gonna make me cut a motherfucking thing.
Yes, they is.
Why they're not, nigga? Ain't nobody hold a gun to me or nothing. Ain't nobody even do it too tough or nothing. I just say, you gonna cut your hair. Man, I ain't finna cut my hair. Okay, well, you gonna do all your time in solitary confinement or whatever. Bitch, I got a 20. Cut this shit the fuck off. Fuck you talking about? I'm being there losing my mind. Cut this shit off. It's hot anyway, nigga. Fuck everybody, nigga. Hell no.
So look, are you still signed to the same label that you were signed to?
Yeah.
What was that?
Alamo. We was Universal, now we Sony, but yeah, I'm still signed. They still supported me while I was in there. I still released shit. I went platinum in there twice.
Are you went platinum in that motherfucker?
Yeah,
nigga?
I'm in the cell going platinum.
Right there, homie.
No, for real.
What song was that went platinum in that motherfucker?
Substance and Trap House.
Oh, yeah.
I think they both approach a double platinum now. And then I ain't even check for my independent music, like all the shit that probably platinum.
So
Sweet
it's
Lady.
like, did you do a distro deal with them or is it straight?
Nah, it's a little bit of. I got more than one deal with them niggas.
Okay,
But
okay.
y'all see in the future, you know, Drummer
Yeah.
Gang album on the way. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying that, because I heard you speaking on your young partners that you got coming up and shit. So I'm like, I know they had to give you some type of distribution or something. You know what I mean? To let your boys go crazy.
Uh-huh.
You know
We
what I mean?
gonna keep it on the wraps till they make that announcement. You know what I'm
That's right, man. You feel me?
Y'all heard it here first.
saying? But I was gone though. So you say at one point, here all the bitches was playing that 03.
What?
Man,
every car.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie
the
to
one
you.
that
Every
ran with your
album.
music, bro, and that's how bro. In my opinion, that's how I started hearing your songs. Like songs I ain't never heard of. It was bitches. Females, all the females, the prettiest bitches, bad bitches. You know what I mean?
It was a
They
vibe.
putting-
It was a real
pulling
vibe.
Up, playing your shit. You couldn't pass by a car and they wasn't playing 03 Greedo. You couldn't pass by a car and they wasn't.
That's the most frustrating shit though. Like I ain't get to see that shit. Even now, like when I be seeing people, I be out with bro. You know, he just came home after a 9. I ain't seen him in 10. I was in prison when he went in, and then I got out.
Yeah.
So he did a 10, I did 5. So I'm like, we both be right there, bitch ready to fall out. We laughing like a bitch. Like, man, what is she doing? Okay, we left the show last night. We at the gas station. Somebody done followed us to the gas station. Security
I
finna
heard
up.
y'all talking about it.
Yeah, they finna up the gun on the people, man. The people's like, no, she finna fall out. It's like a scary movie. I'm like, what the hell is going on? She hugging me tight.
Was she trying to get an autograph?
Yeah, she wanted to take a picture, but she was on me. And then
How was that saying that?
my
though?
boy asked.
Look. How was that being like one day be like a regular motherfucker, right? And you can walk anywhere you want to. To the next day, it's like, nigga, you can't go nowhere. Everything got to be like exclusive. Just like even here, nigga, my boy, I make sure you coming through the motherfucking back.
Yeah.
So how is that like? What's the difference for being? You ain't a regular motherfucker.
I mean,
no
it's
more.
cool, but it's just crazy because I was just gone. You know what I'm saying? I was gone.
Yeah.
So to everybody, it's like, you know, check this shit out. But to me, I'm like, nigga, you know, when you get out of prison, you really be low key like trying to get back used to the world. You like, man, I might be kind of socially awkward or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to go get out of prison and go right to South by Southwest and perform. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like they threw me right back in it.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of like, damn, that's what's going on. Shit. Cause I don't ever be coming to LA. You know what I'm saying? I be.
Ain't shit out here.
How was that? Like doing it there, you know, being that you was in jail in Texas and, you know, everything, you know what I mean, and going to
going
there
back,
and
huh,
perform,
for the
yeah,
South
hell
by
yeah, to
Southwest.
perform there and knowing like, man, I was just in jail out here. Now I'm doing some
Oh yeah, that
big
was
shit.
smooth. It was smooth to see how many people really fucked with me. It was crazy because they didn't know how the nigga that sung Substance looked. So I did my whole set. They rocking certain shit. People in the front, they was holding up signs on what songs they wanted to hear and shit. And then when that Substance came on, like you could see like people that wasn't even super in attention. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bitch, I seen that over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, man, that's me, bitch.
Yeah, I got that from the pen, bitch. It's
Yeah,
going
drop
on.
in,
Exactly.
bitch. So when you was in jail, were you in was you in general population or where they had you?
Yeah, general population.
Did the motherfuckers know who you was in Texas? Like when you was in that
The young
motherfucker?
niggas that had the flavor, but Texas locking so many niggas up. This nigga's been in there since a nigga was born.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the second biggest state in the.
Yeah, it's niggas up in there did more time than how old we are. Us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Yeah. So I got what you saying mostly, like, you know what I mean? Like
The young niggas, the wavy niggas, they gonna know what's up.
Yeah.
And I'm in there batted up. I might be in there matted afro and everything. I ain't lined my beard up or nothing.
They know
They
what's
like, hey,
going on. They-
no,
Nigga gelling right now,
run for
nigga.
your motherfucking life, nigga. I know what's going on. Whoop a Grape Street, nigga. Nigga acting up. Police like, calm down, shut up in that line. Whoop a Grape Street, nigga. Get the fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up though. So when you, as you were in there, so your record label and stuff, the money is just accumulating basically. It was setting the account. Were you able to like still do stuff for your kids and stuff like?
Nah, my shit wasn't sitting no. I mean, that shit was coming to me, but
it was coming.
I was buying all this shit. I'm buying chains,
Yeah.
You seen I just pulled up in the motherfucking Hot Wheel. I'm in there going crazy. Everybody like, damn man, you been putting that shit on since you been home. I'm buying everything in there. I'm getting GQs, and I'm like, yeah man, go look this up. Yeah, go grab that. I'm man,
through management, you was able to buy
nah,
stuff
through them hoes, through them pretty hoes.
Yeah,
Yeah, call them hoes. Hey man, put a little 200 on that bitch. All right, I'm gonna look. Hey, look, I'm gonna put this much, but you handle the rest. What I man? Listen here, bitch, because I ain't gonna lie. I still got to go through the motions of being a nigga when I'm dealing with a female. I can't just be on some. I be hearing it and I be thinking about it, all that trick shit they be saying on the songs, and I be like this. I'm counting it out, and I be like. Yeah, but you know what? Like, listen, let's go half on it.
Yeah, let's make it make sense.
I'd rather work out a deal with the bitch. Like, all right, if you anybody I deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you bringing to the table? It ain't just even like just anything, homies, friends.
It's terrible.
Even like, and that's why I only rock with certain type of people. Like, bro just came home, but nigga, sometimes we be out and he be like, nah, I got it. I'm great. And he know I'm having all the money in the world, but he like, nigga, this shit ain't for you to just.
Be just, like, real nigga gonna still pay his way and hold his way. You know what I mean? Nigga ain't gonna give a fuck if you with Floyd Mayweather. Nigga, hey, I'm buying a bottle of this motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I be like this.
Let him know, like, nigga, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I'm still fresh out of jail. Where my little Jordans and my Nike Tech? Where my little, where my small dollars? Like, damn, I was getting my fresh out shit.
Where my throw out at?
I'm buying nigga a meal or something. Oh, you must be broke. Nah, nigga, I just like, nigga, respect me. I did what I was supposed to do. Like, give me my shit.
Did you get when you got out, you got your teeth done? See you? Like,
yeah, you know, you gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be photo ready. You feel me? Yeah. All them broke ass teeth, all them druggy days. You feel me? I had to get them out of there.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up though, man. So when you was up and were you able to have a phone? Were you hearing about everything that was going on?
See, you be on some shit called a transfer unit for 2 years. I think they finally just stopped it. They just got phones in that bitch like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. They didn't even have phones.
What?
So, like phones on the wall.
Uh-huh.
So,
the fuck?
Texas is really on some like, they got certain units that's still picking cotton, picking vegetables.
Are you serious?
Wow.
What? I'm not playing no games. They got a machine now though to pick the cotton. It's not like literally like slave days, but you still.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, you gotta go out there and work. Niggas working with them hogs, working with them dogs, them horses. It's like real life outside, breaking shit, They got field squad doing all type of shit. I couldn't go. I got this metal rod in my leg and shit, but
This shit be hurting when it get cold and shit.
my ankle because it got them screws in it. But goddamn Texas, the first 2 years you in a transfer unit, ain't gonna be no cell phones circulating around. There ain't gonna be no drugs circulating.
You just gotta use the regular phone.
Yeah, and it'll be like a dorm where you only gonna get on the phone like twice or 2 or 3 times that day because it's got a circle. It's got a cycle through everybody. But no, I didn't know. And then I would listen to certain shit on the phone through the payphone. I make a bitch buy a speaker, and the bitch would play through the speaker so I could hear like with the thump on it. And then when I got to the main line. 2.5 years later, because COVID hit me when I was supposed to move. COVID stopped me where I was at in the middle of the transfer. And I got over there. When I got there, it was all about hearing what was new at the time. Like, I got there and I was hearing, like, Cody got me tripping. I was hearing that Don Toliver. Lil Baby was, like, super heating up.
Yeah.
The Baby.
Yeah.
Megan. The Baby and Megan had heated up. That all happened while I was gone. Yeah. And that's what was really running the radio, and Pop Smoke had just passed away, but his music was running the radio. So I was just catching on, and I was noticing the females starting to take over. The female rappers kind of was hitting hard. They got this shit in the Dallas and Fort Worth area where they play new music at night. Street Swag Sundays. And every Sunday we'll go in our sales and we'll crank that bitch up. They make a speaker out like a cardboard box and some wires. that bitch be thumping if the right dude make it. Like it's
Just
like cardboard. Yeah, and they got like they make like they fold some paper up where it look like a sound wave and put some wires, and that bitch be thumping. You say, man, who is that? Who made your shit? Man, you got a dime magnet? Man, I got 10 dime magnets. It's like these magnets. I don't know what the fuck. They done figured it out though.
That's what they doing.
Yeah.
How did you put together the tape Free 03?
Oh, it was with me and the producer Mike Free. And
that's the tape that for everybody. That's the tape that you put out while you was incarcerated, correct?
And it was like a lot of old songs we had did, and then I did some of them over the phone. I just wanted like that moment to like for people that was super Greedo fans, like nigga hearing my voice through the prison phone and just seeing where I was at like these days lyrically and still being like, okay, is he still a hard ass rapper? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I think I had got so locked up into the melody, I wanted to show like I had seen some shit where people were saying I wasn't lyrical, so I really had wanted to get like some barred up songs off my chest. So that's just all it was, reminding people what they've been missing. Certain songs that have been big because of the video or big, like I don't mean that shit being big because of the video and me performing it. It never was out or pouring. It never was out, so we put Blue Bucks on it and just finally released it.
Okay.
When you came home, the first person that I seen made a video was Max Cream or something.
Oh yeah, Max O'Cream, that's my bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we getting some music from a lot of
content from you and him?
Yeah, always. Like that's one of my day ones. The last people left that really supported me when I came up is him and Uzi. So it's always gonna be a lot of music with them. Other than that, you know, like Dolph helping or just being there for me or letting me get a view of what like doing these shows State to State was, and Bankroll Fresh and
who else you been working with? Like
right now, I've been working with Babyface, Ray, Icewear, Vezo, Skilla Baby, a lot of the Detroit niggas. Me and Uzi got a new single finna drop.
The Detroit wave hit hard.
Hell yeah. And that shit it ties into our sound. Like even they beats is kind of like they used to have like beats like that in the Bay too. Like before he got on his hypey shit, they used to have like them type of sounds in they beats too. And I was telling Helluva, one of the producers in Detroit, the one that did First Day Out for T Grizzly, we got a whole tape. We got a whole tape, and I was telling them, like, you know, this kind of like mob music from the Bay. He said, well, that's where I get some of my inspiration from. You know, I'm one of the forefathers of the sound here in Detroit, and that's definitely some of the shit I used to jam. But other than that, I've been working with I
seen some young dudes that you was working with too that you was posting.
Oh,
I like how you don't mind posting people and tagging them and shit like that.
Shit, I need them just as much as they need me, and that's where older niggas get it fucked up.
Yeah, niggas be thinking they too big, you know what I mean? Britches is too big to fuck with the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit. I appreciate how you stay.
I like how California talk to me or talk about me and look at me as like this legendary nigga. So I feel like if a nigga coming out from LA, he probably either looking for my stamp, or if he don't know, his team probably feel like, hey man, you should get with Greedo. Cause I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Whatever. As long as you ain't no op or you mean me some type of harm, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight like that. So, as we know, man, it's a lot that didn't happen while you were in there. The first person I want to talk about was you was obviously in there when Nip passed, right?
Yeah.
How was that when you was in that motherfucker? Where were you at when you heard about that? And how was that?
I was up in the dorm and it wasn't my turn on that phone. There was one phone in the dorm, and my little nigga Smokey from 6-0. He from Shreveport, Louisiana, but he live in Dallas now. But he was locked up with me. He like signed it to me that Nipsey had got shot. And I'm like, never. You know what I'm saying? Because
I was back up signing.
Yeah, he was, doing that jail sign language through the door and shit.
You know that shit.
I don't know that shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you saying? But the nigga the homie that knew it, he was telling me what he understood. I don't know that shit. The Texas sign language different from the California sign language. The little hood sign language, the jail sign language.
Yeah.
But once I did get on the phone, me and Nipsey was real close, and he kind of put his arm around me early. and he was working on his next album, and he was like, "Hey, give me some up tempo." You know what I'm saying, for the album. So we were sending him ideas. So that was like a day or two before that happened. It was just devastating because I always tell people like how I seen Kobe's funeral when Jordan was talking. He was talking about how Kobe would hit that nigga 3 a.m. and his wife said, "Man, what the fuck is that?" And he'll answer him and he'll be like, "Should I shoot it more like this? Should I step back? Should I wham wham?" You know what I'm saying? And that's who Nipsey was for me. I could hit him whatever time and he'll be telling me like ways to move around, like what's going on with the homies, or because you're gonna get some self-hate from your hood when you boom. This is a nigga putting the hood on his back, but you gonna get that. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody around there having those opportunities, and it's hard for somebody that, especially a male, to say, "Damn, nigga, I just want to be around you. I just want to see it."
Yeah.
Because it might sound like some leak shit, or I might be like, "Nigga, I don't want you around me."
Yeah.
Not even on no groupie shit, like just on some. I don't know. Some niggas ain't never hung with me. Some niggas think just because we used to do dope together that we should be right here together. You the type of. I don't want to be around that shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not even living like that. That's when my shoes and shit was dirty and shit. Nigga, that's what, you know what I'm saying?
It's on the up and up now.
But, yeah, I don't know.
So, when you, I want to ask, so when you got signed, right, obviously everybody knew how much it was for, right? So, do you think, like, were people around you starting to act entitled, or like, you know what I mean? Were their behaviors changing, or how was that going from, you know, grinding to now, nigga, I got X amount of money?
Everybody thought I had the bag. You don't get no bag when you get signed.
Right.
Everybody thought I got the bag. That was what the deal was worth. I mean, I may or may not have the bag now, but I'm saying, when it happened, they like, "Oh yeah, you millionaire, nigga. Come on," you know what I'm saying? Uncles. Even me and my mom kind of wasn't seeing eye to eye for a little minute. I didn't even talk to her the first 2 years I was in prison. We super close now. Shit, bygones, let bygones be bygones. That's your mama, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know, people's acting crazy and shit. Now that I'm home and people seeing the physical, the material shit I got, niggas be acting entitled, but I don't really give a damn, like, because it is people that helped me on my journey, like when I was homeless and not doing well. But once you disrespect me, like I don't give a fuck. Like, and it's not even. I'm not even following no street rules on this. I'm doing it how Greedo want to do it, how Jason doing it. Like, nigga, you disrespect me now, like you don't know, but you done pissed me off. Like, you really shouldn't run into me right now. And that's what people got fucked up about a nigga who really do something to him. I'm being strategic out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Every day is a challenge when you a nigga with a real street background and you got this money. Anything can be, because it's certain like hood stories or movies that we done read, or even movies, and it break your heart once a nigga slipped up. Like my favorite movie, Blow. But once that nigga start just getting high and then the people come and get him, it's like, you dry, let these, man, you already see your mama told on you, your bitch to play games. What you weird on, babe? You just getting comfortable. I can't be a nigga on the screen that these niggas is watching in this movie of mine. Right. And I take that one move and it's like, oh man, you did. There's a lot of people out here that, I mean, rest in peace, but they died because they was doing some stupid ass shit. It ain't like, he was out there and there was machine guns everywhere, niggas was rolling on the ground and, nah, this nigga wrong place, wrong time, or just doing weird shit.
No, facts.
So I just, as far as like having the new money, it's cool, but it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Because it make people just give people your phone number. You know, I don't know if you thought it was funny, but you give somebody my phone number with a nigga over you. You know,
actually.
Yeah, now this nigga begging her, oh man, you acting funny. Shit, let me be a comedian then, nigga. Let me act funny non-stop, bitch. Fuck
I ain't
you.
gonna lie to you. That's why a lot of people, if you ever notice, they be having about 2-3 different phones. You know what I mean? You running like that because you know it's hard. You, like you said, you can't give everybody your direct number, man.
No,
you know what I mean? People ain't calling just to check up on you. They
I don't even give everybody my direct number. That's why I be like, how did these people get my number, man? What the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, don't get my shit out to the people. Like, I tell motherfuckers, don't get my shit out at all. So, you was close with Draco, man. You know, how was that for you? You know, him passing while you were in jail.
That shit was
Shit hurt now.
well, it's kind of like I can compare this to a friendship I may have in jail, like with a nigga that ain't from the hood. It's like I see this nigga every day, so I know his every movement. So my friendship with him, not all the time, but it might be closer than a friendship that I had in the streets for 10 years. You feel me?
Facts.
Because of how close we are at the time, or what we going through together, and how we trying to fend off the bullshit and feed ourselves and collaborate enough to make it. Like, the friendship is more important, you know what I'm saying? So, me and him, he used to be around my enemies and shit. But being fans of each other's music for so long and then finally linking up, it was just fun being around each other. We both was fighting life at the time.
Yeah.
And we was like the badasses of the city. We was the villains of the city. We wasn't coming traditional. We wasn't khaki and Lolo. We was shooting videos on Rodeo and shit with Glocks and drums. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, damn, what the fuck is this? Sipping drain, niggas talking about burglary, niggas talking about bricks. They like, what? These Cali niggas? What the fuck? I was the first nigga to ever rap about a Switch on the song Out the Slums. I'm the first nigga Nintendo Switch on this handheld. Mario Kart, watch your tail slide up.
On everything.
I wanted to hear that. Because look, they try to get that to Chicago. They try to get that to Chicago. They try to say that was the reason why, you know, everybody, you know, let you guys switches. But you were the first person that I heard say that shit. Let that be long.
But it was just like, that was the first nigga I made millions with. And it was just me, him, and OGZ against the world. It was all our collective, like, cliques, though. There was Drummer Gang, it was Stink Team, it was Shoreline Mafia. So that was Drummer Stink Mafia, or Drummer Stinky Beaches. Draco named us that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, we a team, you know what I'm saying? From now on, unfortunately, Shoreline broke up. We lost a few members of Stink Team, lost a few members of Drummer Gang.
Shit different when you came home, man.
What? But it was just, it was so much going around and so much circulating the death. I didn't fuck with the phone for like a few months. I didn't call home unless it was my bitch, because it was just like, and you know where we from, like Compton and Watts and shit, people so blunt, they ain't finna spare a nigga feelings. They gonna say, you know, and I ain't feel like hearing it. So it was just devastating on the point of like, it was supposed to, like, I had so many plans to help my boy be mega mainstream and keep him focused. And I ain't never get to see him like the souped up Super Saiyan Draco he was when he was out with them necklaces on, talking his high money shit. I'm like, oh shit, when I get out, we finna act up.
What shit you not, man?
We would have been at so many parking the niggas valets acting up.
He pulled up on us in the GLE Benz, you know, up in the truck when he had the truck, man. He pulled up on us and, man, he was chopping it up with us in the gates and some more shit, man, and letting us listen to some of his music that he had unreleased. It was a good vibe. So that's why I always be like, when, you know, niggas speak up on him or whatever, I just be like, man, listen, man, dog was good peoples. You know what I mean? I fuck with him. You know what I mean?
He definitely was good peoples.
You know how it go.
You never know what's going on in people's heads. Not saying that this is or wasn't what was going on with Draco, but we don't really have nothing set up for our mental health when we go through these type of shits. Fighting the case, fighting the murder, fighting life. He was put in solitary confinement for, I think, like almost a year, a little over a year, just solo. Dolo couldn't use the phone like that. That's so you don't understand the trauma that he was going through, getting out, then they taking him in again, they refiling, he beating the case. He fighting like a motherfucker while he in here, so many people up against him. So you don't know what may be going through his head to when he did get a little more villainous. You just never know, you feel me? I was always there to talk to him and tell him when he got to do shit certain ways and but I wasn't out, so sometimes I couldn't get to my phone, or sometimes he just ain't want to hear that shit. He was cutting off a lot of people, but I mean, he would never cut me off. me and him never had no arguments or nothing, but it's just like, bro, what the fuck you doing, bro? Hell no. And then getting into it with people that my hood get along with, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I got your back. Like, if we in public, anybody playing with somebody I'm with, it's like, nah, nigga, because you bringing shit my way now, too. If you shoot at this nigga, I can get shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's different, but what am I supposed to do? Have all my young homies going against this hood that we get along with? Because it was just like, goddamn, but at the end of the day, I miss my partner, and the thing is, our connection was what we did on the mic. So just people stopping that's where the devastation came from, and just the heartbreak of it. You feel me? And then just certain people in our camp not seeing eye to eye even with the situation, people blaming people. And it's crazy that, like, you know, I done seen it all, and I done lived in all type of ghettos. I mean, shit. I done seen it all. I done been around all type of shit, seen dead bodies on the floor, but this new wave where they filming, like, rappers dying and shit, I ain't seen none of them videos. That's some sick ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Man. It's like, what the fuck is we on? It's different to watch somebody get killed, you know what I'm saying? It's like an assassination. It's like watching the JFK tape. So it's just like, man, I'm not into that. I ain't never seen the Draco shit, the King Von, none of that. I ain't seen none of that shit.
Yeah, man. It's different times, man. I remember when people died, you just heard that they died. You didn't know how they died.
Yeah, you just pay your respects.
Right.
You know,
80% of the people now that pass away.
I mean, but we live in a social media driven world now. You know what I mean? Where even like what we doing right now. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is content. So it's like now, you know, with these young kids that's growing up, they don't really be having no guidance or knowing, like, you know what I mean? Everything is phone first. It's not an actual, you know what I mean? You seen somebody get shot rather than checking up on them and, like you saying, helping them. Nigga, phone first. You know what I mean?
Or you gonna sit on the ring camera.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, that's what the world.
Everything is under surveillance now. You can't even, boy, listen. I got out now, and then they got all type of shit. I seen them things they got bringing people to groceries.
The little roast.
Yeah, you know, I be in like the rich neighborhood now. I'm in traffic. I'm like, bum. I'm looking like, damn. That bitch ain't got no person in it. No great bitch on the road just drive.
You go to certain fast food restaurants right now. It's a robot.
Yeah.
You talking to a motherfucking robot
now.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, majority of McDonald's, if y'all pay attention and shit, they got the little screens that you can order before you go to the cash register now. They trying to.
They trying to wiggle it in.
Yeah, you put it in yourself and put your card in.
So what's next for 03 Greedo, man? What's next?
Shit.
You home now? You back at it?
I'm just trying to do like some shit. Like I'm kind of like wrapping it up, but not. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like just on a solo tip, I'm wrapping it up. Like maybe like 10, 15 more projects, which is light for me though.
Yeah.
But 10, 15 more projects, and then going to my CEO bag. You feel me?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm already kind of creating opportunities. So I got the Drummer Gang album on the way. I got an album with Helluva on the way. New single with Uzi. I got a tape coming with somebody that it's something I wanted to do since I was a young nigga. So we gonna announce that soon when we announce the single. But when we release the single. But I got I think me and Roddy Ricch supposed to work on. We might work on a joint tape. We trying to put it all together first.
That'll be dope. That'll be dope.
Been working with Blast, been working with everybody. Me and Kaylin gonna do some shit. Anything out the city.
Just working right now.
Yeah. I got I know for sure I got the Helluva tape done. I got the next tape done. Wolf of Great Street 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I got the Wally the Sensei. Me and Wally the Sensei.
Yeah, I was about to get
We've been song, but we trying to make it like
a
visual. Like, I'm trying to make it like a visual album. Like, there's a video to every song. I think it's like 10 songs.
Mm-hmm.
But the shit we got is like so much. Like, the females gonna go crazy. And then the shit that's like street is painting such a visual, like, we got to do the videos just right. Like, I kind of like been trying to take more of a. I want to direct the videos myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's never like right on point with my lyrics, and I need to paint the picture that I painted in the booth. So me and Wally
Control.
Yeah, me and Wally, we really trying to come on the creatives. Wally ready to get it done now, but I want that shit to be super right. You feel me?
Yeah. How was that being locked away, man? And you know, he shouted you out big ups to like But that was a hit
That
record. 03 flow. Man, that shit.
And it's still going though.
It's
still going.
Were you able to hear that? Of course, you heard it while you read it.
Yeah, I had heard it before it came out, and that's why I had put him on a song backstage with me and Shorty before it even came out. And I just loved it, and I love that it was somebody from this area because I haven't been able to. I mean, I do it all the time. It's just like right now, like calling me to come here. That shit wasn't nothing, but pay homage in public. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I even had did my verse for the remix through the phone in prison. But there's like a delay that happens over the phone, so we never released it. So I re-recorded the remix when I got to Houston and shit. No, I think I did the... Well, I re-recorded it since I've been out. I don't know if I did it in Houston or here.
Oh, it's just about to become a remix to 03
Flow. Yeah, 03 Flow 2 is on the way. What? I wanted to drop the whole...
big right there.
I wanted to drop the whole tape and then say the mixtape, the remix for the end to force feed them the tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people was asking me disrespectfully, like... what do you think about this? Oh yeah, man, this nigga trying to sound like he stole your shit. How? He's giving it up for a nigga. How the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? He's saying a nigga name. Some people may do it and not say a nigga name, but I don't get offended. I wanted to change how shit was for us out here. I ain't gonna lie, it was not, the shit was like weak. You know what I'm saying? It was weak. It was weak shit. To me, in my opinion, just in my personal opinion, the music out here was ass. You feel me? Like, it'd be some few people that was doing something, but it was ass. So I just wanted to, let's turn this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who may have got like some type of pointers from listening to me. I don't give a fuck.
But see this, and what you saying that, how I feel like how now artists is coming out with doing that. Like, you know, you got the Tay B style, you got the Skilla Baby, you know what I mean? With them just doing little things like that, of mentioning other artists who they pay homage to. Who they, you know what I mean?
Right.
Who they feel like, man, you know what I mean? I know when y'all hear me, y'all hear his sound. So before we just even gonna get into this, you know what I mean? Right. I'm gonna just pay the respects where it's, you know what I mean? Where it gotta be done. Yeah.
I see you did a song with Hop Out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Hell yeah.
Hop, bro.
Yeah.
And you shouted out Bebo a while back, Picasso.
Yeah.
That nigga so hard now.
Yeah.
We remember when he was hard back then. So just imagine now.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga.
Yeah,
so
Bebo really like a nigga real big brother. Like, you know, we used to stay in the same spot and just be working. Like, niggas didn't really care about regular life. We would just be working. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, two places that really, like, solidified just what I was doing musically is crazy because you would not even expect it was the apartments in the Jordan Downs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I'll be staying in tune with everybody. Like, as long as ain't nobody disrespecting me, like, cause I'm still a man. It's fuck where you from, like, bro. The disrespect is not what I'm going for. But I always stay in tune with y'all because I just remember how magic that shit was and me learning my style as I was recording nonstop. Because even though I was doing hella songs then, they were all hard, but everything about it wasn't polished. The way I was recording, the way I was punching, the way I was getting my shit. We wasn't mixing. We wasn't mixing my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, people like Bebo remind me of when the struggle was real, when I was eating like once a day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I was probably eating a slice of pizza just so I could get high. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it was real. I ain't never really forget where I come from. I always still, like, if you get on my Twitter and say Compton, Watson, Gardena, I never give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just different relationships I had with certain cities, though. Like, it wasn't really much I ever did in Gardena. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really, like, it's not really, it's like a lot of factories and shit over there. It's not like, it's like, most people is in situations like this where they granny live over here and this and that. They just don't say it. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee all them rap niggas from LA, they grew up in like 10 different cities, to be real.
Oh, come on, yeah. You know, we all, you know what I mean?
Auntie and Carson.
You get to a certain age, you gon', you feel me? You gotta,
figure one, you know what I'm saying? But Auntie and Carson, Granny and Compton, Mama in South Central. You feel me? Now she fuck with a, she got a new nigga now. We way in Sherman Oaks right now.
We in the hills now. We living good.
I thought y'all was in Sherman Oaks, man. My mama ain't with him no more. You know
Just know how that shit go. Alright, before we get you up out of here, man, one last question, man. What is something that you prayed for and God blessed you with? I just hit you with something more.
Did I pray for and God blessed me with?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't never really.
You believe in
Look,
God?
well, I'm gonna tell you
hell
this,
yeah.
whether if it's patience, whether if it's
you know what?
something that, you know what I mean?
I ain't never really was like praying like the material things is gonna come anyway. I been knew I was that nigga. I had Little Legend in the apartments on my face, and when niggas like, "Oh, get him, blood, what you doing? Fuck is you doing? What is crazy?" That shit,
That was the only tattoo on your face at the
this
time.
nigga was like, "Bro, what are you thinking about?" Like, yeah, you and Bomb, man.
Fuck the job. Man.
But I always just wanted to be who I am, like, you know, like who I am now, like the legendary, like when niggas mention me, they be like talking like, when they mention Los Angeles, they be like, yeah, man, you don't know, like you ain't, this what we own out here, this what we doing, you feel me? Enemies and all, that's why I had stopped dissing, like since Purple Summer 1, I stopped dissing in my music because
everybody can listen to it.
Yeah. And even if it say like it might say Gray Street, they'll say they hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like all that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shooting at a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Straight the fuck up.
Look, and I wanted to ask you one thing real fast. So like, you doing any type of like community activities, any toy drives coming up, any type of things like that? What you doing? You know, getting in tune back with the community, like you said.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get that shit going to where it makes sense for me, makes sense for my taxes.
Correct.
And it ain't no scam shit, it's still something authentic.
Yeah.
A lot of people involve you in what they got going on. Nigga, I need to do my taxes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man.
We know what's going on.
Hey, nigga, you looking good over there, nigga. I'm finna go to the feds, fuck around, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to do shit I want to do shit that's still me, but it's still, you know, because even the word non-profit, that shit ain't even the case. You're gonna make a profit. You know what I mean?
We all know that.
But I want to do shit that's authentic, like, cause I'm a type of nigga like any money I make, I put it back into what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's why I really I only have one kid and shit, because all them surprise expenses, that shit ain't gonna work for this rap shit. Not when you going how I'm going, is trying to CEO this thing, bro. I put a lot of money into my shit. There's a lot of times where I pay for the room, or I pay for the video man, I pay for the security.
Yeah,
Last night I popped out at Blue Buck shit, and I didn't get paid for that. I paid security to go. And one of my little niggas that rap, he like, man, I don't want to go to this because they only gotta give me this, but it's for some whoopty whoop, some people that's on a Disney movie. You get me? I'm like, bro, go do it. He like, man, I'm like, bro, some shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
so you take the exposure out of the situation.
And ending it on that note, somebody said this one day to me: you rather be useful than useless.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with that being said, it's like how simple little shit like that. Like if somebody telling you know what I mean, hey man, I'm willing to give you $1,000 just to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just know like sometimes it's eye for an eye, and I'm like, shit, me and Blue Bucks, we got a good relationship.
Come on.
Already, and we got hella songs that ain't out. Jeezy talked to me all the time, so Jeezy called me like, you were trying to go to the shit. He texted me, but I didn't answer him at first. I'm like, man, I really ain't supposed to pop out right now because I got a show next week. But I'm like, man, let me go test the waters and see how the city fucking with a nigga, and let me show the city that I'm fucking with the new generation of niggas.
So how was it when you pop out?
Oh, they still throwing panties and bras, man. They still throwing panties and bras, and it's still going on.
Shit went the fuck up.
Yeah, it went crazy, and I wanted them to pop out at some shit I got coming up, but instead of just big dogging them like, nigga, y'all gotta come to this shit. I'm that nigga. Nah, nigga, let's do it like where we equal. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pop out to your shit too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Alright, man, but that's our first episode of Stay Dangerous.
Y'all shit finna go viral. Who the fuck y'all gonna put after me? Y'all fucked up. Y'all might gotta do episode 1 like 20 episodes later. They gonna be like, damn, man, I gotta go after that.
Man? What's up? Look, you my dog, man.
Yeah, day one shit.
Appreciate this shit.
Nigga, appreciate you coming through doing my first episode. Nigga, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Keep doing what the fuck you doing, nigga. You make the city look good. Make Watts look good.
Yeah.
Love you, gang.
Love you too, man.
Keep it up, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Having this shit on lock, doing what you doing. We out. Stay dangerous,
out.
Y'all.
Stay dangerous.